work out when these clips were from. There's 4 candles on the cake, but I figured that Abby would have been around if I was 4. And I definitely don't think I would have been that bad at walking if I was 4 either. So I guess these must be 1999 or something like that. So I was probably 1 or 2. And it's weird because you look back at it all and obviously nobody's going to remember things from that age, but it's like watching someone else. It's like watching something completely different because it's so far from what you know now. The places, the people, but the thing you recognise the most are the characters beneath it all. You recognise the kindness and the humour and all that kind of stuff. I always think I have the worst memory. I can barely remember 2 years ago, let alone 20. And so you sort of have to base your growing up on videos like this and on stories that other people tell. And so this is an insight into how it was to grow up with a mum like you. How it was to feel that warmth, to, you know, have that face to waddle towards and to pass things to and to laugh with and to cry with even. And to pick me up whenever I fell over. Through all the bumps and bruises. I think it was fun to be able to work it out together. So thank you for those games and those laughs and that fun. Thank you for all of it and for all that you've done. You wonder if every kid is like that, you know? Or if I was a particularly adventurous kid, putting my finger in the fire and falling over at any moment. Falling over whenever I had the chance to. But it seems like we all had so much fun then. I wish I could remember it, but this is as good as that. This is as good as remembering, because you get to relive it in a way. You get to see how it was. You get to see everyone kind of working it out as they go. Something I've noticed in all of this is the fashion. The clothes you dressed me in. It's so nice to look back on, to see us all looking so happy and to see that kind of style that's familiar but also so much younger and of a different time. It's a lovely look into a past that we're all so fond of. And so I thank you for these memories, you know, for moulding me into the person that I am, and for all this groundwork that you laid for me to grow up into everything else. And for us to do it together and grow up together. Everything I'll be and all I'll become, I owe it to you and all that you've done. I'm sure it was interesting to bring me along on the London commutes and the pram rides and the visits and journeys. But I thank you for sticking with me and showing me the world and all the colour that it held and the adventures that it brought. Tube rides together and walks in the park, running on the beach, looking at each other in the mirror, laughing at each other's faces, navigating the world together, learning new things and understanding it all a bit more. And I think, in a way, as different as it all seems, it's still the same. And you can tell that we have so much fun together. And that you're being so supportive and you kind of know how to react and you know what to do. And we both understand each other even from this age. And I think that's what will always carry through, this understanding. And I'm so grateful for that. Everything you did back then and everything you've done since, and you can see that your kindness and guidance at this point in my life influenced so much more and continue to be the same. I hope that in time I can do for you all you've done for your son and give you all you deserve after all you've done. There's so much I'm learning from you as a mother, from every day, but also looking back at this, learning, you know, what it is to be a parent. And I think that's something you take for granted when you're a kid, because it is what it is and there's nothing to it. But you watch something like this back and you have that reflection. You see what a good job you were doing. And I think you appreciate it so much more now. Obviously you're not going to appreciate it as a 1-year-old, but but you appreciate how hard it must be, and how much ease you've brought to it, how effortless it is for you to be that great mum, and to show so much care and kindness and warmth towards a little kid running around and throwing things about and being an idiot. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't be with you today and that we're not together for this celebration, but I think this is a reminder of the years and how close we were then and how close we'll always be, whether we're in lockdown or apart, or in the same house, or sitting next to each other blowing out candles, or sitting on an elephant being pushed around, or falling down and being picked up and brushed off. This is a look into the past, but also into the future, and I thank you for every second of it and every second that will be. And so, for all that you do and all that you've done, I thank you so much for being my mum.